Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody. Glad you guys are back for another video. Recap time between Tulsa and San Antonio, and a lot of people thought this would be high scoring. I didn't necessarily think it'd be this low scoring, but let's go check it out. 10.5 to play in the first quarter. It's going to be pressure right around the edge, and TJ Edwards is going to break free, and he's going to take it 16 yards into the end zone as Oilers score first. After a botched onside kick, it's right in perfect position for Malik Henry to hit Glenn Gibbons Jr., and they answer back. The drop kick, no good. 7-6. It's a 1-point game in San Antonio. Let's pick it up in the second quarter now. 10 minutes to go, and it's a broken coverage play. Faison McClurge in a completely different zip code than the defense, and Oilers extend their lead 14-6 here in San Antonio. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Malik Henry's going to find a man in the corner of the end zone right on the goal line. Glenn Gibbons, again, his second touchdown of the day. Right before the 1-minute warning, TJ Edwards drops, looks, he finds Cole Blackman for the score. 21-12. Oilers take the lead even further. 12 seconds left in the first half. Malik Henry takes a snap. There's a blitz right up the middle, and he is going down. 21-12 at the half, Oilers. Let's go with 4.5 to play in the third quarter now. It's a wheel route for Keyshawn Harper. He has space. He could go. No, he's going to get caught, but still a huge gain, as Gunslingers needed some sort of offense. But it's the defense of Tulsa who picks it up. Henry looks to the end zone, and he just right there. He just looks down his man, and Trey Harvey with the interception. He won't take it all the way himself, but that's a big return for the Oilers to get a good spot of field position. Not doing much with the field position. Ross Moore is going to miss this field goal, and San Antonio still has life with 13 minutes to play. However, those minutes are shortly lived as Malik Henry again looks down his defender, and Trey Harvey again intercepts him, and he is not going to take it for a second time, but it is going to be very close. 11 minutes to go here, and it's a nice out route by Faison McClurge, a nice little clear out over the wall. 28-12. First and goal at the 2-yard line. It is a high snap handoff, and it is Keyshawn Harper getting in. Even though it was challenged, he still is in. 3rd down and 4 here before the 1-minute warning, just needing a first down to use their timeouts, and they will get it. Oilers take it 28-20. So, we don't have any stats, just like the Quad City Green Bay game. There's talk of a different team or a different software for their stats or whatever, but I'm not going to get into the weeds of it. I really don't care, so I've got some notes for you. First and foremost, it's a fast-paced game already. 2 possessions, 2 scores, 1 for each team. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and San Antonio has only run 1 play of offense. That's how good Tulsa was controlling the clock in this game, keeping the ball away from San Antonio's offense. So far, throughout the first quarter, maybe even the first half, Malik Henry had some time to throw. He was able to set his feet and get into the pocket. That would kind of deteriorate as the game went along. And then a very fast first quarter. Tulsa wants to run the clock, control the ball. San Antonio is using some chunk plays to move down the field. It was a nice little flow to it. Not a fan of the drone cam, but then again, I'm not a fan of anything, so what can you do? Both teams have quite a few goal line stands throughout this game, which was really nice to see. Not a lot of kicking. Ross Moore missed his extra point, or his field goal, and they didn't even attempt a field goal, I think, for San Antonio. Busted coverage, wide open touchdown to Faison McClurge. I don't know how you let him get behind the defense like that. 2 missed drop kick extra points for San Antonio. That's not promising. Just a little more practice, I think. But again, just kicking. Week 1 kicking woes. We'll see if it increases. Tulsa without a running back, a true running back, just controlling the clock. I did not expect it at all, and San Antonio's had to play from behind most of the game. And then they said this on the broadcast too. I don't know how Tulsa got the ball to start the game and then got the ball to start the second half, but regardless, they did. San Antonio might be pressing a little too hard right now on offense. They just have to relax and kind of give what the defense, or kind of take what the defense gives them. There were some moon shots that they were taking when they might have checked down underneath, but I don't know. I don't throw the ball. Tulsa's starting to get more pressure as the game has gone on as well. Like I said, Malik Henry had some time to throw early on, but either they were worn down throughout the game or the defense was just able to figure out the offense. Some iffy non-calls for Tulsa, gotten away with a few DPIs. Broadcast said that too. They're trying not to be like homers when it came to that. But yeah, there were definitely some calls that Tulsa was there before the ball got there when it came to defensive pass interference. And yeah, they got away with it. So what can you do? I'm not going to blame the refs. Harvey interception could be the dagger, his first one. If Tulsa puts points up afterwards, and then a touchdown is called, but the ball came out. For you Cowboys fans, I do not know if Dez caught it. And then after a challenge, it's incomplete. So I can't remember if it was to Sheldon Augustine. I can't remember who it was, but it was a Tulsa player who caught it, got pushed up against the boards, and then the ball came out, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, there was ruled incomplete. So, and then after that, missed field goal. San Antonio has life. They need points. Their offense has not done much in the second half. And then as soon as I type that, second Trey Harvey interception, that's got to be the dagger for San Antonio. McClurge catch on the wall. San Antonio needs points and fast after that touchdown for Tulsa. And then San Antonio just kind of abandoned the run game. They were playing from behind, and they just kept throwing. They would run it, but they weren't dedicated to it. 5 minutes left to play in the game. They're down 2 scores, and San Antonio's not really using tempo. Excuse me. You need to go fast, and they were just kind of huddling up, taking their time, hoping onside kick, I guess. And then they finally get the touchdown. They need the 2 points in their defense to step up. They get the 2 points, make it an 8-point game. And then Afoa with a nice bouncing kickoff with kickoff coverage. And we'll see if the defense for San Antonio can step up. Unfortunately, they don't. Tulsa makes them use their timeouts, gets to the 1-minute warning, gets positive yardage, and that is the game. No, we didn't win our bet. And that is it for our recap of San Antonio and Tulsa. A very fun game. I know a lot of people, myself included, thought it would be a little bit more high scoring. I didn't think they'd meet the 91.5 threshold, so I took the under. I didn't put it on here, but I thought San Antonio would be the better team, especially with the lack of a running game that Tulsa, I thought, had. And yeah, it kind of blew up in my face. The defense still kind of needs some work, and the offense sputtered mightily. And that was a question I had in the San Antonio preview was, you're not going to be able to replicate Sam Castronova, but can you get close? And right now the answer is no. Now, I'm not going to overreact on one game, but at the same time, you've got to fix it because you are on the road this upcoming weekend against Bay Area. So for me, it boils down to this. If you can get that offense going, and if that defense can kind of get some takeaways and really start getting after it, it's not going to get better this upcoming weekend. Josh Jones, TJ Edwards, I don't want to compare the two, but you still have another mobile quarterback you need to take advantage of. And you have a defense that's really ready to get after it. That's what Rob Keefe's specialty is. So could it be more of the same? If you're a San Antonio fan, you do not want to start 0-2. You started 0-3 last year. So for more of the same, you just cannot have that happen. And that's just kind of where we're at when it comes to it. You've got to win this game. It's not a must win, but God, you've got to pull this win out somehow, man. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, that's where we're kind of at. For Tulsa, they looked really good, even though they didn't have a true running back. Laquaviante Gonzalez stepped up. There were some jet sweep motions that they used, and that defense stood tall. I knew the defense would be good, but they looked really good in this game. Defensive line was able to get pressure. The linebacker, Calvin Bundage, was able to get pressure, and 2 interceptions by Trey Harvey. I mean, that's some veteran experience if I've ever seen it. So with that, I'm going to take off here, guys. I love and appreciate every single one of you. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And we will be right back at it later this week for our previews of the Friday night games, Fisher's first game, and then we've got 2 games on Sunday, Monday Night Football. It's just a whole bunch of games this week. So we'll get into it when we do. Until then, guys, I'm taking off here. See ya.